Have you had other favorite guests over the years?
Oh, goodness. There are many, many favorite guests. Maybe I should go the other way. There's one guest in particular that I would love to have, and I've invited him a few times, and so far it hasn't happened, and I'd love to have Dion on the show. So to me, that would really be a wonderful show. You know, he obviously is a very important figure in the Bronx and in Bronx music. I just think it would be a really cool show to have him on. As far as favorite guests, there are just so many guests who've been on the show over the years and favorite shows. And so, I mean, we've had artists and musicians and certainly politicians. I mean, I could tell you some of the most you know who the most frequent guest is? Ruben Diaz Jr. is the most frequent guest. Well, because we've actually chronicled his career from even before he was borough president to the time he was an assemblyman, and then as borough president, and now, of course, so he keeps coming back. But, so I don't know that I have I wouldn't want to offend anybody who thought, gee, Gary loved it when we were on the show, and I don't want to, you know.
Well, offend somebody. Who's the one you hated the most?
Who was your, hated the most? I'll tell you the worst show we ever did, in my mind, goes way back. It was probably the first year or the second year. I thought it would be a really interesting show to do a show about parenting. Because there were just, as we know, I mean, there's no reason to justify it now. No.
That would be pretty bad.
Yeah, right. So I thought also we'd want to have a little range. So we had a professor from Lehman College, as a matter of fact, my alma mater, who taught like parenting and parenting skills, and she had a doctorate in parenting. And then I went to a small community center near Tremont Avenue and had a woman who runs like a little parenting group. So I thought it would be really interesting to have two perspectives. The problem was the professor resented the woman who just, with no serious credential, runs the center, and the woman who runs the center resented this woman who thought she knew everything but didn't have the reality, and the two of them just sat there staring at each other, seething at each other during the show, and it was just a horrible show.